The world would be such a better place if a lot of men just admitted that they're only physically attracted to women and emotionally attracted to their homies. A lot of men will get in front of their homies and degrade and disrespect the woman that they're with while seeking validation from their homies. A lot of men think wanting to conquer a woman's body means that you're attracted to them. And I have some really bad news for you. That's not what that means. That just means that you're physically and sexually attracted to women, but that has nothing to do with you wanting to be with a woman long term. Y'all will literally avoid spending time with a woman, having deep, intimate conversations with a woman, and romancing a woman, and then leave after having sex with her and run to your homies and do that exact thing with your homies. Y'all get in these predominantly male spaces, and y'all try to see who is the least connected to the woman that you're with. I mean, come on. I know I'm giving a word. You know what I'm saying? Amen? Amen. And I know this is going to piss y'all off. And I don't care, of course. Y'all know the vibes. But before y'all get mad at me, I really want y'all to sit down and spend some time looking into what I'm saying and see how true it is. And it's okay. Nobody's mad at you. But yeah, the truth shall set you free.
Hey, I'm Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. So I've put together some clips of what I believe is men showing hatred towards women. Let me know whether or not you agree in the comments.
Ladies, what's the thing a guy has said to you that made you realize he doesn't like you?
Be mindful. There are women out there in the world that are getting told worse things. But what he told me hurt my feelings good enough. This one time he asked me to spell something, and I told him I didn't know how to spell it. I did. I just didn't want to spell it. He said, how you don't know how to spell it, but you the one in school getting the master's? I said, I'm getting my master's. I'm not winning a fucking spelling bee. He was getting out the shower, and he said, yeah, this is something you don't do often. I said, are you calling me dirty? Man, what? I'm just playing. Strike two. Or when I told him I was getting my master's, he was like, oh, they must be giving it out to anybody. One guy was like, I don't usually date dark-skinned girls, but you're not a bad-looking one. Tell you, them two men can go sit in a hot tub in hell, and I hope the devil himself throw a luau for them, because they had no business going out their way. Assuring me that they truly did not like me.
There have been so many recent examples of men showing their hatred towards women, and not only women that they're in romantic relationships with, they're also showing their hatred towards their daughters and towards random women on the internet.
Here's a list of things that men will do when they don't like you. Listen up. Number one, they'll tell you they like you. They'll tell you they like you so much. They'll FaceTime you every day, call you while they're at the gym, ask you out on dates, tell you how beautiful you are, how wonderful they are. You're the most wonderful woman they've ever met. And they don't mess with you. Oh! They will have you thinking that you're freaking crazy. So let me just go ahead and get into the story, right? Met this dude a couple months ago. We were hitting it off like big time. Like all of our values were aligning. The conversation, the chemistry was through the roof. Like, you know when you just got chemistry with somebody and it just clicks. Yeah, we were like, take me to the stars, take me to the moon. We was there, baby. Okay. As of a few weeks ago, he was in my phone with, I love you. I love you so much. Marry me, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, boy, stop playing. He didn't stop. Every day this man would tell me that he loved me, okay? Loved me. He showed me that I was his wallpaper. He had coworkers at his job asking him why he coming into work so happy. And it was because I made his days better. He has his homeboys on voice memo talk about how on earth did you bag her, like yada, yada, yada. Like everybody, he telling the whole town. He's telling all of California about our love story. He told me that he talked to his mom about me. And I said, oh my gosh, what did you say about her? What did you say about me? He told me that he told his mom that he was going to marry me. And here's the thing about love bombing and my crazy self, right? I'm so crazy that makes sense to me. Like when you meet me, if a man is like, you're the most wonderful woman I've ever met, I adore you, I love you, I'm like, me too, me too. Call it conceit, call it what you want. But when you filled yourself up with so much self-love and somebody's like, I see you, I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for you. Finally, somebody who gets it. Wrong. As of 4 days ago, not only was I ghosted. Baby, I was blocked. I was ghosted. We have been consistently talking for a minute. Baby, Ghosted. No explanation, no words whatsoever. Do you know how long it's been since I've been ghosted? At this big age, I've been ghosted in so long because we're old enough to like use our words. He ghosted me. And you know what? You got me. I texted him the other night because I'm crazy. I'm not one of them girls that'll leave in silence. Baby, I got something to say. I texted him the other day and I was like, if you gonna ghost me, you might as well just go all the way and block me. Oh, he knows how to follow instructions. Guess what he did? I'm blocked. So when people talk about, oh, if a man likes you, you'll never be confused. You'll know off the rip. He'll make it very clear. Baby, that's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. He made it so clear that he liked me that there was never a thought in my mind where this could be the scenario. At least even a conversation. But hey, you ate with that one, my guy. You ate that. I hope you see this, and I want you to say something. Because I know you probably got like a secret family out there because he's a military man. You know what? I'm not trying to stereotype and generalize all military men. Thank you for your service. But you specifically, sir, I hope you have the day that you deserve.
Let me know in the comments below when you realized that a man in your life actually hated you. The first one I want to talk about is this clip where a woman was sharing her pregnancy announcement with her partner. She was crying and she was getting all emotional and excited, and he was just there completely emotionless, and he gave her a pat on the head.
Now, I'm no body language expert, but something about his demeanor. I don't know if it's the fact that he doesn't really seem to share a genuine smile with her, or that he doesn't take his hand out of his pocket, or he doesn't seem to like hug her or console her, or there's no really affection or anything going on. He doesn't even dap her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we live in an age of social media where some people believe that everything is content, whether it's a gender reveal, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a pregnancy announcement, all of that. I know people want to use that as content. But some of these moments, and I hate to say it like this, but I have to be honest, they're not precious. They're not tear-jerking. This man didn't have any reaction at all. So you're the one who's crying and breaking down. Maybe you should have put the camera on yourself or just filmed yourself, because all you did was open your relationship up to unnecessary scrutiny, because this isn't the typical reaction of a man just finding out for the first time that he's going to be a father. You wanted to share this special moment of how you reacted. But did you ever take a look at this man who you're standing next to? Because he don't seem to care.
Now, to me, when I saw that clip, the only thing I thought about was he really does not like her. Typically, when couples share their pregnancy announcements, even if the pregnancy was a surprise, they are usually a lot more happy than that. And I found that really weird. I honestly feel like this woman is not safe around that man. No reaction at all is a reaction, and it's actually the story of a husband claiming to have autism as the reason he will not take pictures with his wife. And it sounds stupid because it actually is.
So by now everyone's seen this video. Someone says my favorite animal was me when my long distance husband sent photos with a coworker when he won't even take pictures with me, and she puts up the pictures. So many red flags. But I wanted to focus on his response because it's every red flag I tell you all to look for.
I don't know why all you females just like go straight, you know, like for the kill shot, okay, without understanding context or, you know, anything to do with the story. You just like, the thing that you guys don't understand is I'm autistic. I don't get these things. I did not ask for the photos. I was the one that was asked to have the photos with, right? So for me, I'm like, okay, they're just photos. There's nothing wrong with them. Sorry, I'm autistic. I hope you guys feel bad.
Bro, don't blame your autism. You need to give the people reassurance that you'll never cheat.
Why would I cheat?
Because you're a man?
If I wanted to cheat, I would have cheated. I've not cheated on you.
So much to unpack. Let's just jump in. Females. Any man who uses females, huge red flag, run. Context. Men love that one. You didn't understand the context. Did he give any context? Nope, he didn't give any context. He gave an excuse. And what do I tell you all about men who blame mental health for their behavior? It's always, I have autism, I have ADHD, I have depression. Always something. There are women who have the exact same mental health diagnosis and they don't display the same behavior. Because notice this. His wife said in the original video he refuses to take pictures with her. And in this video he says, well, my coworker asked me to take a picture. I'm autistic. What do you want me to do about it? Your autism is only preventing you from taking pictures with your wife? And that's how you know it's not really the mental health issue. It's you. You choose who to say yes to and who to say no to. And I don't care if you say it's about keeping the peace or whatever. The fact is you were grinning and skinning with your coworker, had a big old smile a mile wide, and then you give your wife nothing. You literally refuse to take pictures with your wife. And we all know why you're doing that. It appears that he sees the coworker as more of his kind of trophy. Like, let's just be straight up. I mean, roll the footage. This is not giving begrudging, I was forced into this. He is happy. Now, I do like that his wife called him on it and said, don't blame your autism. Because now we're getting to the heart of the issue. It was never about the photos. She put it on the audience, but I think she wanted to hear the reassurance that he was never going to cheat. And then he reached behind his back and pulled out a red banner. It wasn't even a flag. Instead of expressing love and commitment, well, of course I would never cheat. I'm committed to you. All my coworkers know that you're the love of my life. You're my wife. You're my best friend. He goes on the offensive. Well, why would I cheat? If I wanted to cheat, I would have cheated. What the hell? Who says that? Yikes on a bike. The way people answer a question is indicative of what's on their mind. If you've ever seen that Key and Peele skit, Text Message Confusion, that's a classic example. If you're angry, you're going to read anger in a written message. This man was asked to give his wife reassurance. She literally said, give reassurance that you're not going to cheat. This was pretty much an open and shut case. She asked for what she wanted to hear, and this man comes back with, why would I cheat? If I wanted to cheat, I would. He's telling you what's on his mind, which is that you aren't even a factor in the equation. He's going to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and he might already be doing what he wants to do, but that's another story. I'm so proud of you ladies who are roasting him alive in the comments, though. Good work. Because I would say just a year ago, people would have fallen for this. Oh my God. Well, he says he's neurodivergent. Maybe he just didn't get it. Maybe he doesn't have clear enough boundaries with his coworkers. Maybe he just misunderstood. People are like, enough of the nonsense, sir. But the sassy man apocalypse continues because, I mean, check out his response to the idea that he's mid-tier.
There's nothing mid about me. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing mid-tier about all of this, okay?
What about your...
I'm a freaking model. There's nothing mid-tier about me.
What about your social skills?
What social skills?
This supposedly happily married man is way too interested in what other women think about him. Oh, I'm not mid. I'm attractive. Women think I'm hot. I'm hot. Sir, you need to calm down. And that's just one section. He does it again in the beginning of the video. I would think the majority actually is about how he's not mid and how he's so this and so that. Deliver us from the sassy men, oh Lord. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Dating is about to get so easy. I mean, you didn't need me to read these red flags. This was paint by numbers. So it's about to get easy. Men cannot hide their true selves anymore.
And while refusing to take pictures with his wife, he took a picture with his coworker and said, I didn't know any better because I'm autistic. And oftentimes when men do stupid things, they blame autism, they blame ADHD, they blame depression, everything except taking accountability for their actions. The next one is actually really twisted, and it's a father who took away pain medication from his daughter because he considers menstrual cramps to be natural and doesn't think she needs medication to cope with the pain.
A dad took away his daughter's ibuprofen because he believes that menstrual cramps are natural and shouldn't be artificially reduced.
And I believe that man should be chemically castrated. What the fuck? Why are these people allowed to have children? This man took away his daughter's ibuprofen because he thinks period cramps are natural and nothing should be done to interfere with them. Obviously, he's never been curled up on the bathroom floor after not being able to move for hours at a time because of those cramps. Obviously, he's never gotten physically sick from those cramps. Obviously, he's never had to call out of work, cancel plans with family or friends, because the pain is just so awful and you can't even imagine standing up straight. This is a case for CPS and you cannot tell me any differently. This man is saying that he wants his daughter to be in pain because he is so stupid and ignorant and has no desire to learn or do better. And of course, it's a man saying, well, it just can't be that bad, over something that he's literally never experienced. How about this? Next time your daughter has a period, I get to kick you in the nuts as hard as physically possible. You don't get anything afterwards. After all, that pain is natural.
As a man who has never had menstrual cramps, how does he know that it's manageable without pain medication? And he doesn't even need to know from firsthand experience. If she says that she's in pain, and menstruation isn't something that's new, so it's not like there's no information on the internet about it. Some women feel pain during menstruation, and that's just a fact. What loving father would knowingly leave his daughter in pain when she really didn't have to be? It's the same way that there are some men who actually believe that childbirth isn't painful at all. Deep down, they hate themselves and they hate women. Next up is these violent gender reveals where the woman is holding up a boxing glove and the man is punching the glove to reveal what gender the baby is. And it's not like they're all soft and innocent. These men are so aggressive, and it's like they're forgetting that the woman is actually pregnant.
Is it just me, or does this video give the same kind of energy as those really aggressive cake smashing videos? It's this constant desire to be seen as masculine and as tough, even when a situation would call for you to be more vulnerable. Always trying to prove that you're a tough guy. Think about how some men even describe the act of intimacy. There's always some hint of violence to it. Beat it up, pounding, smashing. I hit that. It's like you don't always have to be this tough, macho guy at all times. This is why they feel like they have to overpower a bride on her wedding day to smash cake in her face. Why he feels like he has to punch with all of his grown man might into his little pregnant girlfriend or wife's hand just to reveal a gender? His unnecessarily aggressive behavior is the epitome of toxic masculinity. There is no scenario where him hitting her with this amount of force should be acceptable. I don't even think he would punch his homeboy that hard in a play fight.
You know, gender reveals used to be these sweet, innocent occasions. It's harmless, it's fun, everybody's happy. But the way that these have taken a turn is really telling about how these men feel about these women. It's like they have anger issues that they need to release, and the best way that they can do it is by taking it out on a woman. The next one is a video of a woman who was in a car with a man. She saw another man outside approaching her window with a gun. She's telling him to drive off because she's in fear, and he took his very little time.
Keith, please pull off. Keith, please pull off. Keith, please pull off. Keith, please pull off. He has a gun. Please pull off. Keith, can you pull off?
Listen, baby girl, I don't know your relationship with that driver, but if he happens to be your partner, get rid of him. Get rid of him. You mean to tell me a man is walking up to your car with a loaded gun and you're screaming at your spouse to drive off and they're taking their sweet time? That's grounds for a breakup. If you had gotten shot, you know he would have been an accomplice. I swear, watching that video really infuriated me. I can't stand people with zero survival skills. Every living creature's innate nature is to survive. The reason we do anything in life is to survive. And if you can't even do that, then you're basically useless. You girls that were screaming, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? Add Keith to that scenario. Plants have better survival skills than him. Why was there no sense of urgency? Was he waiting to see a close-up of the gun or for somebody to get shot before his fight or flight kicks in? I'm sorry, but people like this, I really question how they've made it this far in life. It's astonishing. Keith is the black guy that dies first in movies. Keith is the type of guy that hangs around when beef kicks off at a party. Keith is not equipped with the necessary survival skills. He's cruising through life. Here we go. That is not a man that values your safety. And if he happens to be your partner, get rid of him and find you somebody with common sense. In fact, he doesn't even follow the black code of conduct. If somebody has told you to run, you run with exponential speed and ask questions later.
If you are around a man that you associate with, and you are in danger, and you express to this man that I don't feel safe, and he doesn't do anything to make you feel safe, that man does not like you. The next one is about a man talking about he hates seeing women eat food that they didn't cook.
So I decided to go out to eat, and I decided to make a video. And this was the comment that was left on it. I hate seeing a woman eat food she didn't cook. What?
So you can't stand to see a woman eat food that she can't cook? Or maybe she can't stand to live in a house that you didn't build. Or for you to drive a car that you don't know how to change the oil in. I I remember making a video about this couple, and the wife was making really good money, extremely good money, making way more than her husband. And for maybe a month or two, he finally started making good money for the first time in his life. And he was like, what I really want from my wife is for her to cook and for her to clean and for her to do the laundry. And she was like, well, why can't we hire somebody to do that? And he was like, no, I want you to do it. The same men that act as if a woman isn't feminine, if she doesn't want to cook or clean or have kids, they want to see you doing that labor, whether they can afford to hire out for it or not. And they'll think that you're masculine if you say, I don't want to do it either. Men like this only know how to be masculine one way, and that's having somebody that they feel is subservient to them. Sadly, there are men out there that can only see a woman in terms of her utility. If you're not cooking for someone, cleaning for someone, raising someone's children, they don't know what you're good for. That's why some of them hate the idea of a rich auntie so much. How dare you have all these skills and resources that you could be giving to a man and you're not using them? Girl, they're outraged.
How do you come on the internet? You see a woman enjoying her food, and the only comment that you had was that you hate seeing her eating something that she didn't cook. Did she ask you anything? I'm sure she didn't. This man just wanted to feel relevant, and he just wanted to express the pain that he feels because he hates himself on the inside. And so he expresses that by showing hatred towards women. I think in a lot of these cases, these men do not love themselves and do not respect themselves, and so they express that through showing hatred. Because what normal person would leave a comment like that unprovoked? Nobody asked you anything. We don't care what your opinion is. The next one is kind of two-in-one. It's all of these videos that we always see where men bring their video games in the labor and delivery room because they're bored while their partner is delivering their baby. And the other one is when men feel like they should be completely exempt from parenting, especially in the early stages. They don't want to wake up and feed the baby. They don't want to wake up and change the baby. Especially if the woman is on parental leave, they just feel like this is her job, she's got this, this has nothing to do with me. So instead of showing compassion towards your partner in that situation and saying, hey, I'm gonna stay up with the baby for X amount of time, I'm gonna let you get some sleep, I'm gonna let you relax, do what you need to do. No, they come home and they do their regular single person, childless routine without even considering that their partner actually needs help.
So it's currently 2 a.m. and I'm awake with this little one, and I'll be on call for another 2 hours or so. We switch at 4 a.m., my wife and I. I'm still working full-time at my job. She's on a parental leave, which means I work full-time, and she also works full-time. So I might have to work a full day on 4 hours of really awful sleep. But, I mean, what's the alternative? That she has to work a full day on none? Parenting is work. Parenting is labor. Stay-at-home parents work. I have no idea why we are still having this argument.
I want us all to be safe. I want us all to be careful of the men we associate with and let in our lives and in our spaces. Let me know what you think of today's topic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.